Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Hope you all are doing great. In today's video session, we will discuss about Salesforce case escalation rules. Let's understand the definition of a case escalation rule. Escalation rules are mainly used to escalate the cases automatically when a case is not handled within a given period of time. These escalation rules automatically escalates the cases and reroute a case, and also they can notify a user if a case remains open after certain period of time. That is, based upon a certain criteria match, these escalation rules automatically escalates the cases, and we can also send out an email notification saying that the case is being escalated. There are certain prerequisites for a case escalation rules. What are those? One is a queue. You need to have a queue. Second one is you need to have a few email templates created already. That is, if you want to assign cases to a queue, then we need to create a queue prior hand. And if you want to send out some email notification, if you want to escalate the case, then we have to create certain email templates. So these are the two prerequisites, queues and email templates. Now, in an organization, when you create a case escalation rule, you can have a single case escalation rule which is active, but can have multiple rule entries in that specific case escalation rule. We will see what we are talking about in our demo. So now let's see how we can go ahead and create a case escalation rule. So let's log in into our demo. So from the service setup, go to the, log in into your Salesforce developer, or go to the setup and look out for the home tab. From in the quick find, search for the escalation rules. Under the process automation, navigate to the escalation rules. Here you can see that there are a couple of escalation rules which is already existing. Let's not worry about any of these. We will create a new escalation rule. So what is the name of the case escalation rule? We can give it as case escalation rule. And as soon as you create a case escalation rule, ensure that you are enabling this active checkbox. So in an organization, there could be only one single escalation rule. Now suppose if you want to enable this one, let me go ahead and make this as active. Okay, and we'll see what happens. When I try to click on this active, right, and go to my escalation rules, go back to the escalation rules. Here you can see that earlier case escalation rule was checked, right? Now this is checked. So in an organization, you can only have one case escalation rule activated. So let's not activate this one. Let's activate the one which I have created now. Click on edit and check this checkbox. Click on save. So you have completed step 1. Step 1 is create a escalation rule. Give a name, give a rule name. Once you create an escalation rule, the second step is creation of a rule entry. So here they say something. We recommend you create multiple rule entries under this rule. It is typically not necessary to create more than one rule. Let's create a new rule entry. But before we create a rule entry, let's understand what is our business use case. Business use cases in an organization, there will be a lot of cases which is getting created, right? And there are a lot of agents who will be picking up the cases. You have a case which is created and the case is assigned to an agent, but the status of the case is new even after 30 minutes. In that case, business want those cases to be escalated and they want those cases to be rerouted to the high priority cases queue. So that is the simple business scenario. So for that business scenario, we can make use of the escalation rule and we can implement how we can implement that specific business requirement using the case escalation rule. So I've created an escalation rule name. Then the second one is creation of the rule entries. As a step, there are different steps here. First one is you have to define the define the order. I'm giving it as order 1. The second criteria is select the criteria for this rule entry, whether the criteria are met or formula evaluates to true. You can create certain formulas, insert any fields, or you can create a formula, or you can also use the criteria are met. So what is the criteria? Status of a case is new. Even after 30 minutes, I want that case to be rerouted to the high priority cases. So that is my business scenario. And let's see how we can achieve that business scenario. So from the field, list of values which is available, look out for the case status field, operator equals, search for the value. I am choosing value is equal to new. So case status equal to new. Then third step is specify the business hour criteria for this escalation rule. Business hours, it let you specify when your support team is available. If we specify the business hours, then the escalation rules occurs only during that specific business hours. So we have to decide which specific criteria you would want to choose. Either you have to you are choosing ignore business hours, or you are choosing use business hours specified on a case, or set business hours. Ignore the business hours is nothing but if you want, if you don't want to use the business hours when calculating the cases are escalated, then select the ignore business hours. Second criteria is use business hours specified on a case. If business hours are specified on a case, then the case escalates during the case business hours. And if you want to set certain business hours for this escalation rule, you can use the defaulted business hours that you have set up by going into the lookup. Go to the lookup. Here you can see that this is the business hours which is defaulted. This is organization defaulted one. You can use that. But for my business use case, I don't want to use any of the business hours. As soon as a case is created, I want the case to be escalated if it is meeting the criteria. Now let's talk about specify how escalation times are set. So escalation time, that is, as soon as a case is created, you want the escalation clocks to start, or you want the escalation rules cases to start when a case is created and disable after the case is first modified and based upon the last modification time. So you can choose any one of the criteria which is defined and choose it. So I'm choosing when a case is created. What is this when the case is created and disable after case is first modified? It means that escalation starts when a case is created but stops when the case is modified. Based upon the last modified time, that this means the escalation clock starts when a case is modified. I don't want these two, right? My business scenario is when a case is created, I want the escalation rules to get fired. That is the rule criteria. So click on save. So you have created a case escalation rule name, you have created a rule criteria, rule entry, and then what it should do. You have created a rule entry, but if the status is new, you want certain actions to be performed, isn't it? So that is where you define your escalation actions. Click on new. Specify the time criteria for this rule age over. So it is 30 minutes, 0 hours, 30 minutes. Choose one or more of the following. Auto reassign the cases. If you want to reassign the cases to a user, you can do that. If you want to reassign the cases to a queue, that is also you can do. And if you want to reassign to the partner user, you can do that. But our business use cases, assign it to the queue. So let us click on the lookup and choose the high priority cases. If you want an email notification to be sent out, you can choose from the existing email templates, or you can create your own email template. I have chosen the escalated case notification which is already existing. I have created this one, so I'm choosing that. And you can notify the users if you want. You can use this one. I want to notify to the specific user. So it is trying to search. If you want, you can use the same email notification, escalated case, and notify the case owner. You can check this checkbox if you want to notify the case owner as well. And here you can also enter up to 5 email address to be notified. We can put each address on its own line. So I want to specify to any specific users, or specific you want to escalate the cases to your product manager, or to your project manager, or your technical project manager, or whoever it is, escalation manager. You can include their email address over here, 5 email addresses, and the email will be sent out to them saying that this specific case is being escalated to you, and click on save. So this is the end-to-end process of how you can go ahead and create a case escalation rule. So once you have a case created in your organization, and if the status of the case is still new, even after 30 minutes of the case created, case escalation rules gets fired, and it sends out a notification to your manager, as we have defined those five users email address, and also the case gets reassigned to the high priority cases queue, and it will also notify the case owner saying that the case has been moved from your queue to the high priority cases queue. So that is the end-to-end business use case that we have implemented using the case escalation rule. Now, when it matches, when the case escalation rule fires, it sends out an email notification, and this is how we will get the notification saying that the case has been escalated to you, and you can define what all content should be there in your email. It will send out with the subject escalated case, because this is what I have created, escalated case, this one. You can also have you can also provide a link over here, lot of things that you can do it in your email template. Now let's go to my Salesforce and look out for the cases and open any of the case. So this is the case, right? So here, if you see here, what has happened, I have did it long time back, I guess. So case owner, it was to the high priority cases queue. High priority cases to, when did it got changed? Yeah. So now what happens if a case, if the case is assigned to the respective agent, the case gets if the status of the case is still new, the escalation rules fires, and it gets assigned to the high priority cases queue. Now that it takes some time, that is 30 minutes for the case to get escalated and send out an email notification, I'm already showing you how that process happens, and how you can see the email. So this is how you can see, and here also you can see that the case is escalated. This specific on the subject, you can see this kind of triangle shape, right? So it says that the case is escalated. So this is how you can implement the case escalation rules. That is what we have for today's session. I hope this video session is useful to everyone. If you like my videos, please do share with your friends and colleagues, and also please do subscribe and provide your valuable feedback. Thank you all for listening to our videos. Signing off, Namrata Karyala. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.